Welcome back to another episode of Jason's Bricks in 5, where I discuss LEGO content in videos of around 5 minutes. Well, we are back. I have an update on my Oswald vignette project. For those of you that have been following my channel, you're probably aware. I certainly am a fan of the Oswald CMF. I've got 235 of those as of right now, and people asked what I was going to do with them. So I've decided to start building 8x8 vignettes for each of the original Walt Disney produced cartoons. So back in 1927 and 1928, they produced, I believe it was 26 cartoons. And then a few years ago, they created another one. And I've created one of that. So I had already created 6 of them here. However, this last month I've been working and I've built 2 additional vignettes. So we're gonna highlight those today. I thought they were particularly festive as they fit with the Christmas holiday season, winter, whatever you prefer. So we have 2 of them. We have this one here, which is for the short empty socks, and this one here for Sleigh Bells. Let me separate these. We'll quickly talk about empty socks. Now this is a cartoon that was released actually December 11th, 1927. And the premise of this cartoon is Oswald comes to the orphanage and he pretends to be Santa, comes down the chimney and sets up Christmas for the orphans. So I've kind of tried to recreate that here. I've taken the Santa minifig body and I've got a beard and put that on there. So I think it turned out pretty good. I'm real happy with it. You know, I've got the tree. I've tried to kind of stay, true to what the original source material was. I want to possibly have, a string come along here and have socks hanging because that's what's in the cartoon, but I didn't have the parts at this point. So for now, I just have one hanging on the fireplace. But I'm happy with how it turned out. Now, something interesting about this cartoon is that it was actually lost for a number of years, and it was discovered in December of 2014. So a number of the Oswald cartoons, there's still, I think, 6 of them that have not been found. They're lost to history. Hopefully they'll come up somewhere. But this cartoon, a copy of it was found in Norway, a small town, about 18,000 people. And it's kind of a neat thing because it was held by a private collector. He had donated it to the National Museum, and they figured out what it was. And so now there's all but about 30 seconds in the middle of the cartoon that are accounted for. So that's particularly fitting for Christmas. Now this other one, this is called Sleigh Bells. And the thing that's interesting about this is it's all about ice skating and hockey. This one also was a lost cartoon, but it was released in July of 1928, July 23rd, 1928. So I think it's interesting because they released a winter cartoon in the summer, but that's what we have. So it fits well with the time of year right now. But anyways, yeah, this one was lost and it was found in Britain around the same time. It was actually 2015 that this one was found. There was a small business, I guess, that had it in their inventory. They went out of business in the 80s, and someone was inventorying the stock that had been sent over to the National Archives, and they found this cartoon. So that's kind of a neat thing. One thing that's been difficult is I can't actually find, at least on YouTube or anywhere else on the internet, a completed copy of this cartoon. There's a few clips, some drawings and things, but I've kind of tried to do what I can with the material we have. Now this one's kind of neat because I've built some movement in here. So I took a little bit of liberty. I think he actually doesn't have a sweater, but I went ahead and used that and put the scarf on, make it seem a little more wintry. But I think it turned out well. So, and just like all the others, they clip together. So we can go ahead and add these now to the Oswald vignette compilation. So let's see where we can find them, a spot. All right, so there they are, added to the collection. We're up to 8 out of the 27 cartoons. So we'll try to get a few more done. It's going to get a little bit harder because there are some of those lost cartoons I'm going to have to make, and there's only, on some of them, maybe like 6 drawings from, the storyboard and things that are out there. So I'm going to see what I can do to get those put together, but so far this is what we've got, and I'm happy with, how it's coming along. I think you can see I'm getting a little bit better. I don't think I'm by any means great at this yet, but I'm getting a little bit better at adding details and making it fit within that size, because it is more challenging than I expected to fit, a whole story within that 8x8 plate. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Jason's Bricks in 5. Happy building!